Actually, an Audi RS5 Coupe is already an eye-catcher with steam. But for some people that's not enough. I'm in Ingolstadt and I'd like to welcome you to Audi. We are talking about a car that most of you will already have recognized. It's the Audi RS5. It's now in its second generation as a facelift. The good and positive thing for me is quite clear. It's not an electrically powered car, but this vehicle has a combustion engine. There are a few optical and technical changes to this RS5. RS already stands for sportiness. This car is even sportier, thanks to a competition package. This includes a few things that I would like to show you. The new competition package offers sound, looks and a tightened suspension. The focus here is on more driving pleasure. As a motorsport enthusiast, I've learned that the right contact with the road is important to achieve fast lap times. With this RS5, they have now developed a 20-inch wheel, which is really big. Of course, the tire is also very important. This tire development comes from motorsport. It's a Pirelli P0 Corsa. With it, very fast lap times are possible on the racetrack. It also guarantees a lot of grip on the normal road, if you are driving on a country road. If you are a bit faster on the road, this wheel and tire offer a lot of safety. Equipped with all assistance systems, the vehicle with V6 biturbo can be driven safely and confidently on country roads. A low level of insulation in the interior allows you to enjoy a special engine sound. A glance under the bonnet makes it clear that this engine is an old acquaintance. It is a 2.0-litre petrol V6 engine that delivers 450 horsepower and 600 Nm of torque to the four-wheel drive. With the competition package, the car achieves 290 top speeds on the motorway, which is not exactly low. The 100-kilometer mark is reached in just 3.9 seconds. Some may ask, why is there no longer a powerful V8 engine? The V8 engine is very heavy. It sits on the front axle and always ensures that the car has a strong tendency to understeer. With this engine it's completely different. Visually, the many black components are striking. Matrix LED headlights are standard. As it stands, it is a real muscle man, but not obtrusive. As an optical alternative, there is also a carbon matte package. This cockpit leaves nothing to be desired. Just like the 8-speed Tiptronic. The side panels are painted in glossy black piano lacquer. Whoever gets in here has the privilege of taking a seat in a very sporty car. This is made clear by the sporty cockpit. The steering wheel is obviously taken from a sports car. It is flattened at the bottom and also covered with Alcantara. This also gives you a certain grip. There is a virtual cockpit here in the front. Everything important is displayed here, a large monitor. You can operate it by touch or voice control. And then I notice that there are many applications made of carbon. Real carbon comes from motorsport, is very light and looks very sporty. I also like these seats. They seem very sporty. They obviously come from motorsports and offer a lot of support when cornering. I can imagine, a lap on the North Loop of the Nürburgring in these seats is a lot of fun. All the important settings are located here. The RS monitor allows you to check temperatures and display G-forces when cornering. The extra driving dynamics will thrill sports drivers. Driving pleasure is the #1 reason to buy this RS5. When I look at this RS5 with the competition package, it is clear that the car is about 10 mm lower than a normal RS5. This is made possible by a so-called coilover suspension, an analog chassis. Many manufacturers offer electronically controlled suspension. In other words, an electronic damper control. Here it is different. You can use the thread to turn the car up and down and also adjust the dampers differently. This means that I am able to find the individual and correct setting for every race track. The competition package offers a lot. But is there a market for it?
Generally speaking, the RS5 has had a huge following since its first generation. We know that. What we also know is that the high-performance market in general is still growing. And that's worldwide. What we also know from our customers is that, in relation to the RS5, they sometimes lacked a little more sportiness, a little more dynamism. It is precisely this clientele that we are now serving with the competition package.
The car can now be driven with a lot of emphasis on the rear. The shift times have also been shortened electronically. There is now also a noticeable spread between the individual driving modes. The ceramic brakes for late braking are also helpful. In short, this RS5 is a super sports car with room for the family. I can imagine that some of the RS5 customers would also like to take part in a motorsport competition or drive a fast lap around the Nürburgrings Nordschleife. What you need is a good chassis on the one hand. On the other hand, you might also need a quattro four-wheel drive system, which is actually available on all RS5s and is electronically controlled. For this car, there is also a center differential, which is responsible for power distribution. Here, up to 60% of the power is distributed to the rear axle and 40% to the front axle. Another advantage of the competition package is the improved engine and transmission control. The new dynamic steering allows for more precise driving. This is necessary on a racetrack, for example. Finally, a word about the appearance, which is actually unchanged. It is a beautiful sports coupe. I like the sloping roof, and the flared front and rear wings are particularly attractive. They underline the sporty note. The car will be on the market in the middle of the year. A basic RS5 costs around €87,000. I imagine this car, with the competition package, will cost around €20,000 more. That's it from me. I hope you liked it. Bye.